Hey guys, what's up? Back again. I wanted to make another video on F123 on increasing tire life. That's been in the news recently about wear per lap. So a few ways to increase your life and reduce wear per lap is driving style and pace. Obviously, driving smoother, less wheel slippage, less locking up tires. And usually, if you're driving faster, you're going to get more wear per lap. Setups. Reducing downforce is one way. That would be decreasing load on the tires. You'll be going slower in the corners, but that'll be decreasing load, so you'll have less wear. Choosing the correct car. That's in the news right now. Is that equal cars don't actually have equal wear per lap. Here's a chart on that. And then increasing tire pressures. And that's really what I want to focus on in this video is showing how increasing tire pressures can improve your tire life. So just to kind of, if you don't know, that increasing tire pressures gives you less wear but more heat on the tires. So here's a graph from my last video just showing that percent wear has a direct impact on percent grip you have. So any improvement you have in wear is going to get you more grip and therefore going to get you more pace. And basically you need to have steady pace and setup before you just start increasing tire pressures. Because basically the faster you drive, the higher tire temps you're going to see. And you don't want to adjust your tire pressures first and then start improving on your pace, and then your temperatures are going to be out of the ideal window. So here's the ideal window. It's based on what tire you're on, C1 through C5. This is surface temperatures. So there's a bigger range on the surface temperatures, and then there's carcass temperatures. There's about a 10-degree range on the carcass temperatures. The goal is to stay within this 100% multiplier. So if you're outside the 100% multiplier, you're not getting the ideal grip. And to check these, the only way to really check the surface is you gotta screen record your race or just your laps you're doing, and then check these surface temperatures. And it's usually just one corner at usually the apex or the peak load in the corner is where you're going to get these max surface temperatures. The carcass is usually pretty somewhat constant, so it's easy to see it when you're overheating on the carcass, but for the surface it's instantaneously if you're overheating, and it's when you're overheating is usually when you want the most grip. So the goal is to stay within that 100% grip window, and then here's the tire file source, basically same source as the last video. So here we're looking at actual data. We're looking at Qatar, 5 laps on softs, with line, just to try to be consistent and follow the same line, and no ERS and no assists. Here were the tire target goals for the soft tires. Then here were the minimum pressures I set, and then here were the ideal pressures I set, looking at the surface and the core temperatures. Here were lap times. Tried to be similar. They're within about 2/10 of each other. The lap times for the high pressures and then the low pressure tires. So here's some results. Graph on the left, it's average front wear. So that's left and right averaged for the high pressures and the low pressures. Here we see that the low pressures has more wear, and it's a pretty linear line for both of these. You're getting more wear, percent wear, as lap number increases when you have the low pressures, and you're getting a reduction in that when you have the high pressures on the fronts. Pretty much a different story on the rears. You're not seeing a difference by increasing tire pressure. And that's interesting because you're actually increasing the pressure more on the rears, but you're not seeing a difference in the percent wear. So you're seeing about a 0.5% per lap reduction in the front. So that's between 4.9 and 4.4. And you're seeing no reduction in wear on the rears. I think it's because on the rears, you're not getting high surface temperatures. All that the temperatures is coming from the core. So I don't know if that has something to do. You're not applying a lot of grip on the rears. Most of the heat is coming from, I think, the brakes or some other phantom source. So it could just be track specific, but that's what I found for this track. Then another thing I wanted to look at is, does fuel load matter? So, for that pit stop calculator, in the last video, I was looking at wear per lap. So I was thinking, does it really matter if I'm doing the wear per lap at the second half of the stint, kind of when I have 25% fuel versus full load or 50% fuel on a normal race. So again, 5 laps, C3 Qatar, no 6 except line, no ERS. Here's the pace difference. Obviously less fuel, you're going to be going faster, about 8-9 tenths faster. So we're not going to be consistent there. But let's see how that impacts tire wear. Okay, on the fronts, very small change, slight change of where you're at 25%, you're driving faster, but you do have less weight in the car. You're getting slightly less tire wear. No, sorry, slightly more tire wear. And then rears, basically no change again, less than 0.1%. So the front tires saw a small reduction in tire wear per lap, I guess by going at more load. So basically, the faster you drive, you're getting a small amount more tire wear, 0.1%. But that's a fifth of what we saw by increasing tire pressures. So conclusion, tire pressures can play an important role in tire wear. About 0.5% per lap I was seeing on the softs. Fuel load, small role, 0.1% or less. And then the difference between, tying back to the beginning, the difference between the Red Bull and the Ferrari was 0.6% per lap. So you can definitely make some gains by just calibrating your tire pressures and getting them up to the max, but not over temping any of the tires. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Next video, I'm going to be looking at more tire strategy based on tire wear per lap, on whether hard, on kind of what compounds are the best: hard soft, hard medium. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.